The hippie crowd, the young generation is all third world. They don't belong in the first world anymore. Without the old-fashioned private identity, they're tribal.
Electronically. Equally, every culture becomes multinational. We are all nomads. We are all wandering around the universe, and we are all in a state of desperate need for identity.
I find contemplative painful and barren.
For more than 40 years, I have been speaking prose without knowing anything about it. And I am much obliged to you for having taught me that. I would like then...
The absolute verbal diarrhea of those people has covered Europe a mile deep with orgy. I think it's an absolute disaster for Europe, those people. And we're very lucky the pragmatism of the English tradition would have nothing to do with contemplative.
Heinz!
Preparing them for the stage all the time.
Dennis has something on paper.
Probably A4. Because Google, you know, they're a cosmopolitan. I have a lot of, they're not that long, one of them is. But this is Robert Epstein. Robert Epstein's actually, he's pretty well introduced here. He's the guy who uses a technique to spy on Google of having, and it's explained in these clips, to have a whole bunch of people. They're not anonymous. They're real people that Google has been tracking. And he also says that everyone who's been on Google for 20 years will have 3 million pages of data on them in a database someplace.
What, every person?
Yeah, everyone. If you've been on Google for 20 years, you'll have 3 million pages of documentation of everything you've done.
A4 size or legal letter?
Probably A4. Because Google, you know, they're a cosmopolitan.
Yes, they are Cosmo.
And he hit it right on the nail. The reason
You can make a grammatical error after you've been to school.
And I think that McLuhan's contribution is that.
to be an invasion of his private life. Freud, you know, tried studying the collective, the effects of dreams and so on people, and Freud got into much trouble invading human privacy. But I think you'll find that this is a universal phobia, inhibition. People will say, I can't afford to study that effect on me because it will wreck me. So I have, as I say, until recently been unaware. I've been aware that there has been a hang-up here, but unaware of why.
Audience there sitting, you know, everybody looking down sort of thing. And McLuhan was reading the ads out loud.
A poet can learn more history.
A woman on a beach looking up quite fondly at a man in a swimsuit was standing over her, and he was handing her a Coke. And McLuhan said, Coke sucker. And the whole group froze.
which occurred with the advent of the written word.
Well, you know, it's the same thing in any place. It's this whole insight into the fact that this was a hidden environment.
Of the written word.
This habit of thought.
The word became the static symbol, applicable to and separate from that which is symbolized. It now belonged to the objective world. It could be seen. It was a thing. Now came the distinction between being and meaning.
Baby, this thing is bigger than all of us.
Of painting speech and speaking that we by tracing lines are taught how to embody and to color.
Understand for the first time in the world what gives. Familiarity breeds consensus. It teaches you how to see and feel and know yourself. The ultimate form of propaganda is the mother tongue.